Have you ever kicked a soccer ball, pushed a trolley, or opened a door? If so, you've used a force. Today we'll be looking at forces, pushes and pulls all around us. Today we will learn what is a force, contact forces, non-contact forces, and real life examples. So what is a force? A force is a push or a pull that can change the motion or shape of an object. For example, opening a door, kicking a soccer ball, pushing a trolley, pulling a box. Remember, forces are all around us every single day. What can forces do? Forces can do the following. Number 1, it can start movement. A force can start an object that is not moving. For example, the soccer ball is standing still. The boy kicks the ball and the ball moves across the field. Number 2, stop movement. A force can stop a moving object. For example, goalkeeper catches the soccer ball and the ball suddenly stops. Number 3, change speed. A force can make an object speed up or slow down. For example, the cyclist speeds up while pedaling. The speed meter increases. Number 4, change direction. A force can change the direction of a moving object. For example, the tennis player hits the ball and the ball changes direction. Number 5, change shape. A force can change the shape of an object. For example, hand squeezing the sponge and the sponge compresses. Let's look at the simulation. What can forces do? The ball is still and we are applying a force to make it move. Next one is stop movement. The ball is moving and we are stopping it, or the goalkeeper is stopping the ball. Next one is changing speed. We apply more force to speed up the bicycle. Next one is where we change direction. Hit the ball to change its direction. And the last one is where we change shape, squeezing the sponge to change the shape. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at contact forces and non-contact forces. Contact forces occur when two objects touch each other. So the key point here is that the objects must touch. Okay, so let's look at the examples of contact forces. We have the push, and then we've got pulling. So pushing of an object, pulling of an object towards you, and then we have friction. So please remember, without friction we would slip when we walk. So the shoe is in contact with the ground. And then we have air resistance. Air resistance is a force caused by air pushing against moving objects. So we have the skydiver falling, the parachute opens, and the person slows down. Okay, non-contact forces act without touching. So the key point here is the objects do not touch. Okay, so here we've got a few examples of non-contact forces. Gravity is the first one. Gravity pulls an object downwards. And then we have magnetic forces. Magnetic forces attracts the paperclip without touching it first. And then we have electrostatic forces. And electrostatic force occurs when the objects become electrically charged, for example, like the balloon. So here we have our little simulation, contact forces, and here we're pushing the trolley. For the pull, we pull the suitcase. And for friction, we slide the block, and we can the friction slows it down. And then here we have our air resistance, dropping the parachute, and watch it fall slowly towards Earth. Okay, now we're looking at non-contact forces. First one is gravity, dropping the pencil, and watch gravity pull it downwards. Okay, and the next one is magnetic forces. Move the magnet to attract the paper clips. And the last one, electrostatic forces, rubbing the balloon to make it stick to the wall. And there it's okay, so here we're gonna do a contact versus non-contact sorting game. I'm already doing the answers, and I'm dragging the correct answers under the correct columns. So for contact forces, we've got pushing a trolley, pulling a suitcase, friction between shoes and the ground, and we have lastly air resistance on a parachute. For non-contact forces, we have gravity pulling an apple down, magnet attracting paper clips, and the balloon sticking to a wall. Okay, let's look at our summary. So what have we learned today? We've learned that a force is a push or a pull. Forces can change movement. Forces can change shapes. Contact forces require touching, and non-contact forces act at a distance. Great job, boys and girls. Until next time, please do not forget to subscribe and like to get more lessons like these. And remember, forces are all around us every single day.